automating your social media strategy this year. I was recently invited to speak and present at BossCon Live. Today I'm going to show you and take you behind the scenes to how that keynote looks like so that you can automate your social media strategy. When a person lands on your page, whether it is a free flash shipping funnel, whether it's a webinar funnel, whether it's an application funnel, whatever sales process that you might have, one of the things that you want to do is you want to be able to start gathering assets and use these testimonial-based ads on cart abandonment. So this video is really used to track people who have been to one of my funnels, and if they landed but they didn't go to the thank you page, that is when we would rotate all of the different testimonial as an ad and just overwhelm them with social proof until they say, surely all these people can't be lying. And that's how you should be using your testimonials as well. It could also be personal video answering objectives. So think about what is stopping them from going to that next step. So one of the things that I would do is I would purposely take a really amateur looking selfie style video answering objections to get people to the next step of a funnel. So if somebody is not taking action to go to the next step of the sales process, I'm always write down all of the different objections and I would create one video for every single objection. If a person is not investing and not buying what it is that you have to offer, what you want to be doing is to create a retargeting ad that answers your one ad for every objection. Because at the end of that sequence, when after a retargeting campaign, you would have essentially answered all of their objections. So how do you actually set up this system? How do you do it systematically so that you don't feel overwhelmed? One of the things to kind of show you how we set up the system, it is to first understand the context of platforms. When you start creating these different content, we need to understand why are people using that platform to begin with. When people go on that platform, what is their mindset like? Okay, so for Facebook, people are scrolling. And what makes a person stop the scroll is the pattern interrupt. It would be the headline. It would be the thumbnail. It would be the choice of image that would make them stop the scroll. So whenever you create content, you want to think about what is the pattern interrupt that's going to stop them in their tracks and give you that initial 3 seconds of attention. A common mistake many marketers would make, including myself, for many, many years, would be taking one piece of content and putting it out across all of the other platforms with the same identical thing. How I think about YouTube is that YouTube is not a social media platform, but rather a search engine. Understanding the context of platform is crucial when it comes to optimizing your content for the different platforms. So the way I do it, how do I systematize it? I use Trello. So whether it is optimizing content, whether it's posting on social media, I would create a process for everything that I am doing. So whether it is my in-house projects, I would sort it out by department, by projects. So remember I talked about how you should be utilizing testimonials for your retargeting ads. One of the things that we do is all of our ads, all of our testimonials that we acquire, we store it very strategically in our Trello board. So we have a Trello board that says testimonials and image bank, and we store this and we archive it according to our funnel name, so that if we ever want to use it in some sort of campaign, some sort of ad, it's easy to retrieve it. I truly believe that the path to scaling is in just knowing your numbers and systems. Systems is how you can scale your business by documenting what it is that you are doing, so that if right now you are a solopreneur, what normally happens is a person feels stressed and it's like, oh, there's all these work needs to be done, let me hire somebody. But process needs to be in place first before you actually hire. 6 years ago, that was when my organization was at the biggest ever. We had 38 people at that time, and my stress level would be at an all-time high. But today, because of processes, we are now making it so that it is that person's responsibility to document that person's process, so that at any time, if we choose to grow the team, we can see what is strategic, what is tactical, and grow strategically as well. One of the things I would say is this: if we can take responsibility and understand that we are the bottleneck of our business, that's how we can actually grow it. One thing that I realized that made a huge difference for me is that there isn't anyone that ever wakes up thinking, how can I screw things up today? Right? And everyone, whether they are your team members, whether you're staff, whether you're employees, whether you're freelancers, they're the same thing, right? They all want to succeed. And I believe that as the leader, as the entrepreneur, it is our role to make sure that they succeed by having a process in place. So the question asked really when something doesn't go according to plan is, as the leader, did I put the processes in place to ensure the success of my team? And the truth is, if you didn't, then that's on you, because you didn't have the things in place in order to make sure that they succeed. So I want to end it with this, okay? What will stop you from implementing is this. Today's strategy, you'll see that it's very heavy on video. It begins with the pillar content video. That's how you can transcribe it. That's how you can repurpose into all these other platforms. It's going to require you to be the face, to be the person, to be on camera. But the truth is, I understand that it can be pretty scary. This was something that was extremely scary for me, not just speaking on stages, but being in front of a camera. For the people that might follow me online, they're constantly seeing the nice pictures. They see me, traveling the world, sharing the stage with all these different leaders and legends. But what people don't see is that I used to start off as a total beginner, okay? Hopefully, it would inspire just some of you to know that every single person that has mastered their craft was once a disaster, okay? And this is what the rest of the world does not see when I go up on stage. I truly believe that in this journey of entrepreneurship, like if you think about every single skill set, whether it's copywriting, whether it's running Facebook ads, whether it's sales, whether it's persuasion, whether it's speaking in front of a camera, they're all learnable, trainable skills. But the most common thing that people will do is they will blame it on something that's not in their control. They will say things like, oh, but I don't have the gift, but I don't have the talent, but I wasn't born for this, oh, but this is not me. And they use that as an excuse to do absolutely nothing. I would choose good habits over talent any day, because habits are in your control. And when you take ownership of that, that is when everything changes. I want to thank all of you for having me. I appreciate you all. Thank you.